Hey, welcome back to the Soul Pod. This is Stacy. This video is that's for all of us. I think you'll like this. If you're looking for, well, if you ever wonder what it is that you're supposed to be doing with your life and how it is to get motivated, I want you to watch this video. Check this out. Okay. One more time. I want to show you that because how do you think she thinks about life now? How do you think she thinks about life after that? I mean, I hope she saw the video and didn't just have the moment because I just love her nonchalance at the like, okay, I just didn't die. I'm going over here. A moment like that is it should be a wake up. It should be one of those moments that just makes you go, wow. Do you understand that for every moment like that where the person could have gotten completely destroyed, killed in an instant, be just gone. Their journey's over. Their story's done. For every story like that, there's 100,000 that end very badly. They don't get that warning. They don't get that moment of going, "Oh wow, holy crap, this is fragile." I love this story because not just this story, but another one I'm going to share with you because it's such a beautiful reminder. On February 13th of 2025, there was a collision that happened on State Route 70 near Quincy, California. This came to my attention because a friend of mine was one of the first responders that arrived on the scene, and he shared this in a social media post, some images of the crash. So I want to share it with you guys. This is a car, single vehicle accident on an icy road. The driver slid into the guardrail. See, this is the side looking from the driver's side. Well, or excuse me, the passenger side. This is the side that didn't collide. And then this is what it looks like from the other side. Now, I want you to see the inside of the car. Check out the inside of the car. The young woman in this accident was a 19-year-old. She had minor injuries. She was taken to the hospital, released, as far as I know, complete recovery. Minor injuries. I think she had a bruised rib, some stuff like that. Walked away. Let's look again at the inside. Notice something interesting about this guardrail. The seatbelt goes over it. And I had to figure this out. I called my friend. I made some inquiries. This guardrail slid behind her. This is how split second this was in terms of like this is a hand of God, you got angels kind of moment, right? The guardrail hit the door from the outside, pierced it, hit the door liner on the inside, pushed the door liner behind her. The guardrail slid behind that, and because of that, she didn't even make physical contact with the guardrail. She had it was probably the handle from the door that actually got her in the back. Um, she should be dead, right? Moments like this are amazing because they're a wake up call. They're a moment that tells you life is fragile. I want to talk to her. The laws exist that, I can't get her name. There's HIPAA laws, right, that protect people's medical stuff. So I don't have a way of contacting her. But if you're watching, call me because I want to know how this impacted your life. Okay. I have a feeling that this is one of those moments where you will look at those photos forever. I would make a poster and hang it on my wall so I could look at it every day. That happened, and I'm still standing. How many moments in your life have you had where that happened? Not that, but that thing, whatever it was that you thought you couldn't handle, that maybe hit you out of nowhere, and you're still standing. Maybe it's a breakup, maybe it's the death of a loved one, maybe it's a loss of a job, maybe it's bankruptcy, whatever it is, it can be anything. It doesn't have to be that big, but it gives us perspective, and perspective is huge, people. Perspective matters. Do you have to have this to be able to get that perspective that life is a freaking gift? It's fragile and it's momentary, and one day there will be a moment where it'll all end. There will be that moment. What does it take to remember that? I struggle with it. I'm not going to lie to you. I struggle with it because I think we're really good at bullshitting ourselves. You know, we know we're not going to live forever, but we think we've got more time than we do. Almost everybody does. Imagine if it was you that survived this accident. What would that do to you? How would that serve you better? And sometimes it takes something like this, or nearly dying. The near-death researcher and writer, Dr. Raymond Moody, he wrote the book Life After Life. Life After Life, great book. Read it. I'll put a link in the show notes. Great book. It's about near-death experience. It's people who actually died and came back. Not like this young lady. She didn't die and come back. She just came really close to dying. He said, and I've got my notes. I want to get this quote exactly right because it's a little long. People who've been to the edge of death often return with the certainty that life has meaning beyond what they see. And they live bolder because of it, more boldly, right? Life has meaning. Sometimes you have to come close to death to get it. Why is that? Why is it we have to go through something like that to really get it? And if you've met anyone who's ever had a near-death experience, almost to a person, they tell you that it completely just changed their life. Like they come back and they're different people. The people that know them say so. Even they're not like they used to be, and not in a bad way. In most cases, it's like, wow, this is a different version of the same human. It rewires our brain in some way. It opens a door and tells us, by the way, there's a bigger picture that you're not seeing. So what is it you're not seeing? What is it that you're missing out on that helps you see the value of this life, this moment? Do you meditate? Meditate on that. When I meditate, I try to drop into that space. And it comes from appreciation, the appreciation meditation for this life is beautiful, this life is beautiful, this life is beautiful. This is a beautiful life. Spring's happening. I'm looking out my windows. There's squirrels out there doing funny squirrel stuff. This life is beautiful, and it's all in moments, every little moment. And it could be a moment like that car wreck that's not so beautiful, that ends it all. What would it take for you to live bolder and see life as a gift? What would it take? Would you have to survive that? Or could you do it somehow without that? It is, I think, an ongoing exercise to get there. I think that it takes intention. It takes waking up every day and reminding ourselves what a gift this life is. I've got a post-it note on one of my mirrors that talks about this. This life is a gift. I created it. I won't take it for granted or forget how blessed I am to be living this life. I intentionally remind myself every time I pass that mirror what a gift this life is. It's because I've been through stuff that was horrible that I didn't think I'd make it through. Things that made me think that life maybe wasn't all that great, or that I'd led myself down horrible roads by my own choosing and wasted years of my life. It's never a waste. It's never a waste. Remind yourself what a gift this life is. And, find some meaning. Recognize how beautiful life is. I just said beautiful. What was that? That was fun. Meaning seems to be one of the great ingredients of this. I did a video recently, either it'll be before this or after this video, about intention. If you can find what your intention is, you can find more meaning and purpose. But meaning seems to be an important part of this whole thing, meaning and purpose. If you can find meaning and purpose, you can set intention, you can drive your life in the direction you want to go. But that piece that helps you understand that this is all a gift, you can get that focused down. You're going to win life so hard. Maybe take that picture and post it on your fridge. 19-year-old young woman who has perspective most of us would almost die for. She almost died for it. Look for your intention today, and remember, this is all a gift. It's all a gift. Life is beautiful. Life is beautiful. No matter what you're going through, you're still standing. Never forget. The journey's not over as long as you can find good meaning, intention, and a reason to get out of bed. Life is beautiful.